Hello, listeners. This is Sean Greg Andersen, VO Talent, and welcome back to Public Domania, the show where I have a chat with characters of television and written media that are in the public domain. Oh boy, no, stupid allergies. Before we begin, I wanted to let you know that due to some financial issues since my last interview, we had to move to another location that I'm not currently used to yet. Hence my stuffy nose. Anyway, but this place has a lot of character and a few quirks that may come up while I talk to my guest. Speaking of whom, the guest I'm interviewing today is believed to have been taken to the fiery pits below by a truly gruesome ghoul. So please help me in welcoming Mr. Ichabod Crane. Mr. Crane, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Pleasure to be here, wherever here is.
Oh, right, you wouldn't know. Well, Mr. Crane, I promise you that you will be here only until I finish asking you some questions. So, let's get rolling.
I beg your pardon? What does rolling have to do with anything?
That's not what oh, never mind. Let's begin. My first question, though, is, what's it like being a teacher?
I was not a teacher.
You weren't? But I always thought...
I was a schoolmaster, a man of great knowledge. I'm a man that can read, write, and pronounce in a gentlemanlike manner. A teacher is just some random individual that can barely read, which is why such a place as Sleepy Hollow needed me to ensure that the young minds of that town would grow.
Well, that may have been true in Sleepy Hollow, but other places take great pride in finding individuals that teach the young to be smart.
Well, I'll just have to take your word for it. There's no point in arguing a point.
Okay, Mr. Pompous. Let me rephrase my question as, what is it like being a schoolmaster?
It is hard and quite taxing, for one needs to ensure that the children are actually listening to my words of wisdom so they can actually learn.
I get that. It's hard to work with kids. But don't you feel a sense of pride knowing that those kids are learning from you?
As a matter of fact, yes. I do feel a strong sense of pride in knowing that those I teach will become truly successful members of a community.
That's very hopeful.
It is a fact, good sir. With my knowledge and teachings, there is no student that can't learn how to be a good member of society.
Well, if that gives you a sense of pride, be proud. But tell me, what made you agree to teach at Sleepy Hollow?
Well, I was passing by, and those people were in need of an accomplished intellect. So I agreed to educate the children.
Well, that's all well and good, but did they offer you any money?
Well, not as such. My agreement with the townspeople was that I would teach the children in exchange for room and board.
Oh, so they would let you live in Sleepy Hollow if you taught the kids?
Precisely.
But didn't you have any money?
I had very little, so I had to rely on the kindness of the community, like borrowing a plow horse by the name of gunpowder.
I see. Well, that's what others call making the most of what you've got.
Indeed. But you know, I planned on getting more out of life.
Really? What kind of plan did you have?
The kind that would involve me gaining a mass amount of wealth.
Lots of people have such a plan. And by that I mean what is it? Oh, no, really? That's what I get for choosing this place. Oh, and I thought the allergies were bad enough. Mr. Crane, would you excuse me for a moment? I have a little problem that I have to attend to.
Oh, right, but what should I do?
I found out that people of your time, I mean of Sleepy Hollow, like foods such as turkeys, pigs, and other fine meats.
Yes, that is very true.
As well as special desserts, so I found some for you to try. They're right over there by that table. Please enjoy.
Thank you very much. Please, excuse me.
And while I attend to my little problem and Mr. Crane enjoys the meal, please everyone wait right there and we'll be right back. I can't believe this is happening. We just got to this place and there's already problems. Oh, it's going to be one of those days. Oh, that's one problem taken care of. Oh, boy, if there's another problem, I don't know how we're going to deal with it. What? Oh, God, I cannot believe this. Hello, everyone. We are back with Ichabod Crane, who really enjoyed the food I prepared for him, even though he didn't eat so much.
It was truly splendid. But why did you make so much?
I always thought you were a bit of a bottomless pit.
I beg your pardon?
It means that you could eat a lot.
Wherever did you get such a notion?
Well, you see... never mind. Shall we continue with the interview?
Very well.
So, where were we?
I was just about to tell you my plan.
Ah, yes, the plan to get rich. What was your big plan?
Well, the way to achieve great wealth is to marry wisely. As for me, I planned on wooing the fair Katrina von Tassel, who was the daughter of the wealthiest man in Sleepy Hollow.
So you went easy way of just marrying into money instead of earning it yourself?
Yes, do you have a problem with such a plan?
Well, I understand it is an effective way, but I feel there's too many conflicts. For example, say the woman finds out that you only married her for the money. Wouldn't she get upset with you?
Why would any woman be upset about marrying such a distinguished gentleman as myself?
Well, what if she thought you really loved her and only found out that you saw her as a get-rich-quick scheme?
Such a thing does not matter in society. A woman is raised to marry and start a family with a man.
Maybe back in your time.
What did you say?
Nothing. I just feel that you should only really marry someone that you love. That way you can bond and grow together. After all, as I've learned, love is a combination of respect, trust, compassion, and some of the things that are to be kept private.
That's one way of looking at marriage, I suppose. But such a thing would take years. A man would die at the age of 50 without even kissing a woman if he followed that philosophy.
50? Oh, right. Back then, 50 was the age that people thought they would live up to.
What do you keep whispering about?
It's not important. Anyway, so this plan to woo and marry Katrina was your big move to get rich?
Yes.
Were there any conflicts with said plan? Like, did she even like to talk to you?
If you must know, Katrina and I had many successful discussions on matters of great importance. I believe the plan was working despite Brom Bones.
Brom Bones? Who's that?
His actual name was Abraham von Brunt. He was Sleepy Hollow's town rowdy.
What's a rowdy?
Someone who's noisy and disorderly, but he was loved by many in the community. Apparently, they respected his physical strength and charisma.
Oh, an athlete, huh?
If that's the word you want to go with. Whatever it is.
So what did Brom Bones do exactly?
Oh, he played pranks on me and tormented me by making fun of my physical appearance. As you can see, I am tall, skinny, and have a very large nose that looks like a beak.
That must have been difficult for you.
Not really.
You're kidding. Didn't being made fun of bother you?
No. Why should I be bothered, as you put it, by someone pointing out that I was born unique? There's no shame in being born different. There's only shame if you let it bother you.
Very profound. So why do you think Brom was bothering you?
Why else? He also wanted to marry Katrina. His attempts to belittle me were simply a means to make me back away so he would have no rival for her hand.
Two guys fighting over a girl. Some things never change.
Quite.
So despite Brom getting in the way, were there any other issues?
No. I was going to make my way down the aisle with Katrina, and no one was going to stop me.
So did you succeed?
Well, no.
What happened?
Well, I was invited to the harvest party at the Van Tassel homestead, which I headed to on gunpowder. You know, the horse I borrowed for transport. It was a glorious night where I showed my truly exceptional dancing prowess. I also enjoyed the fine food they prepared, and even listened to some of the ghost stories they told.
Sounds like a good night. But you haven't answered my question about what happened with Katrina.
Well, while everyone was enjoying the night, I pulled Katrina to the side and proposed to her.
I take it she didn't give you the answer that you wanted.
Indeed. She rejected me, and I decided to go home on gunpowder where I met him.
Who's him?
Oh, never mind about that.
Oh, come on. Now you have me curious. Who did you run? What is it? Again? Really? Okay, I'll be right there. Mr. Crane, I am truly sorry, but I have to tend to another matter. Would you excuse me just one more time?
Of course. Take your time.
All right. Then I'll be right back with one more question for Mr. Ichabod Crane.
Oh, dear.
Here we go again. That's one less problem now to deal with. I just hope we don't have to do it again. Okay, we are back, and hopefully there won't be any more distractions. Mr. Crane, are you ready for my final question?
Of course.
Are you sure? You look a little nervous.
What would I need to be nervous about?
Okay then. You said you met someone on the night you were returning home from the harvest party at the Van Tassel homestead, you said? Anyway, who did you see?
It was...
Mr. Crane, are you all right?
Yes, it's just that I wanted to forget that night. Not only for what happened with Katrina, but for running into such a frightful sight.
Well, talking about it will help you deal with it better. But if you don't have the courage to talk about it, then I won't force you.
Are you calling me a coward?
No, I'm just saying that if you don't have the courage...
I am not a coward! If you really must know, I saw... the Headless Horseman.
The Headless Horseman?
Oh, you must have heard of the legend.
Afraid not. Could you tell it to me?
Well, there have been many different versions of this phantom, but the story that I heard was that during the Revolutionary War, there was a Haitian soldier who lost his head by a cannonball during a battle. They say that he was buried in a churchyard in Sleepy Hollow, and every night he rides in search of his lost head, and all those that get in his way are doomed to suffer the same fate he did by losing their own heads.
And you thought you saw him that night?
I don't think I saw him. I did see him. He was tall, muscular, and his presence was that of death itself.
Out of curiosity, when did you hear this legend?
It was one of the stories that was told at the harvest party. Brom Bones bragged about how he actually ran into the Phantom and raced against him.
How did that story end?
It ended with Brom escaping the horseman by crossing the wooden bridge.
How's that?
Apparently, the Headless Horseman couldn't cross the bridge that spans the river that was close by. Brom talked about how he barely escaped simply because of that, a feat that I couldn't achieve.
Really? What happened? How did you first run into him?
Well, I was riding on gunpowder, heartbroken about Katrina rejecting me, and on the way home, all I could think about was the stories told about ghosts and ghouls. As I pressed onward, I saw him with his head on his saddle.
Wait, he had his head?
Yes.
Then why was he bothering you?
I don't know. Maybe I disturbed him just as he found it.
Okay, then what happened?
I had gunpowder move as fast as he could to get to the bridge, and just as I crossed, I looked back to see the horseman had given up, but then he threw something at me, which knocked me off my horse. Gunpowder ran off, and I just got out of there.
I see. So what happened after that?
You know, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Yeah, but...
Good day to you, sir.
Mr. Crane?
I said good day!
All right, then. I guess my time with Mr. Crane is up. Between all of you and me, I do know the legend. I just wanted to hear it through his words. It's one thing to hear a story over and over again, but it's entirely different when someone that experiences the story tells it. So for anyone that doesn't know the tale, it ends with a debated point. Some believe that the Headless Horseman was real and that he carried Ichabod away to parts unknown. But Ichabod may have escaped from the Horseman since he was here to talk to me. Some believe that Ichabod was able to escape the Horseman right away and move far away from Sleepy Hollow. And some believe it was Brom Bones in disguise to scare his rival away. I personally believe it was Brom, due to the fact that Brom told the story, knew Mr. Crane was very superstitious, so he would be inclined to believe such a story, and that Brom married Katrina in the end. But, like I said, it's just my opinion, for no one truly knows except Mr. Crane, and as you just heard, he was not interested in talking about it. But either way, that's our show. So I want to thank you all for listening and hope you come back for more Public Domain character chats. This is Sean Greg Andersen, VO Talent on Public Domania, saying goodnight. Note that all sound effects for the show were supplied by the Funny Sound Effects app from the Apple Store.